life is not about what you say, life is about what you do. So it's like, really all that matters is what you're doing, but behind what you're doing is always what you're thinking. And like, I just had this conversation, and it's like the most simplest information is usually the most correct information. So like, the most simplest information that most people need to hear is that your thoughts create reality. It goes over everyone's head. You've heard it in hundreds of videos, but I think the reason you need to hear why thoughts create reality. Like, there's this thing in reality that humans haven't came to the understanding of, and life is beyond science. Life is beyond simple monkey understanding. There's a lot going on. The placebo effect, all of these things are all connected to the fact that thoughts create reality. Your life, your sadness, your whatever you have, whether you're happy or sad, all of this chops down to the thoughts that are inside of your mind. So, I guess what I just came to the conclusion of is that, so me personally, all I can go off of is my own personal experiences. So me personally, I just don't give a fuck what people think. I live my life, and I don't even think about what I think. It's a weird thing. Like, I feel like it's a weird thing to think about what you think about, because, like, if you're thinking about what you think about before you say it or before you think about it, is it really what you think about? Very complex thing. What I'm saying is, I just say things without thinking, and a lot of people say that's not good. And it's not good if you do that in an arrogant way, if you do that in an egotistical way. But if you do it in a conscious way, where you're just free flowing consciously in a sense, that's just the more real you. I guess what I'm trying to say is, whatever's in your mind will be what is. It's like everyone is on this somewhat journey to be like, yo, who am I? I'm trying to find myself. Like, the funny thing about going on the journey to find yourself is you're with yourself 24/7. You never left. You're trying to find yourself like you went somewhere. You've always been here. You've always been there. Wherever you are is where you've always been, and that's who you are. You are who you are. But the funny thing is, humans don't know who they are because we allow other human beings' thoughts inside of our head. So instead of our own thoughts being in our head, we have other people's thoughts inside of our head. We have our parents' fucking fear and our parents' worries inside of our head. We have our friends' fears and worries in our head. We have the worries of other people and other human beings that we don't even know on the internet, that we're like worried what they're gonna think about us. We're so self-conscious about the way we look, the way other people think about the way we look, or the way whatever. And this is, it's okay to want to walk out the house and look nice. It is not okay to walk out the house and want to look nice only because you want other people to think you look nice. That's the problem. It's about your thoughts and why you do what you do. It's always thoughts create reality, but people think that means that you think $1 million into existence, or a car, or your dream wife, or your dream life into fucking existence. And it's not about dreaming. It's about genuinely becoming. Like, I was just telling my friends that my key is I don't allow myself to think I can't do this, or this is too hard, or I don't know, it's just something I don't allow myself to think. I don't allow myself to make up excuses to why something happened, or why that failed, or why whatever. It is what it is. How can I get to solutions? How can I get to figuring things out? It's all about figuring the things out inside your head. The reason why I'm good, like, I'm great, even though in other people's eyes, if they put themselves in my shoes, they probably would not be great. And that's because they haven't learned how to just be. It's one of those things where I'm being so I could be me in my life, but if I put myself in your shoes and try to be you in your life, it's going to make me miserable. So, like, expecting it goes back to expecting other people to make you happy, expecting just I don't know, it's just expecting the world to be handed to you. You expected school to teach you something. That was your fucking problem. We all expect you expect the adults to love you, and like we put so much on our parents as a child to be like, you know, our parents love us, and if something goes wrong, they do, oh my god, my parents don't love us, and yada yada yada. And it's this weird thing where it's all about your mind. I think there's a lot of unhealthy thoughts fluctuating through the consciousness of the human species. Like, there's ideas that fluctuate through everyone's mind. Like, everyone has certain ideas about certain things. Like, we all know, I don't know, that I can't think of an exact example besides, like, the idea of a perfect family. These are ideas that fluctuate through human consciousness, but reality is that these things in our minds need to change, because these things in our minds are what generally prevent us from, I guess, just being happy, being ourselves. Because you look at someone else's family and say they have the white picket fence with the nice car with the this and the that, and you say that's what you want because they seem happy. You look at them and you're like, oh my god, they look happy. But that's the problem. Why look at someone else? As soon as you look at someone else and try to get what they want because they seem happy, because they have it, it's going to make you miserable because you didn't even want that thing. Like, how many people are in that family life that have that rich, like, let's say, have a big ass house, have like 5 cars, nice family, but it's not what they wanted, and they're still unhappy. A lot of people. The reason is because we can't look towards people to have a guide to live life. We need to look towards people as just analyze. We need to start analyzing things like computers, okay? So the way computers analyze things, they analyze it without any personal preference. They have no personal opinion. A computer doesn't give a fuck about the human species or your feelings or whatever. If you're overweight, if you're fat, and you step on a scale, the scale is going to tell you the weight you are, regardless. Data, information like that, like things like that, are things humans can't avoid. But the problem is, we have things in our brain where we say bad behavior is okay because we don't want to hurt people's feelings. Or it's okay, like if you want to be successful, you'll slowly convince yourself that you don't really want to be successful because it's too hard to get successful. So you'll slowly start making excuses on why it's okay to not work on your thing. Why it's okay for you to not. Oh, you're like, okay, I'll just, I'll go out to eat tonight. I'll watch a movie tonight. I'll just chill tonight, maybe tomorrow. Then tomorrow hits, like, oh, I'll just chill. I got time. And yeah, you do got time. But I think we just need to genuinely think about what we want, what it is that we want, why it is we want it, and how the fuck to get it, and go from there. Life is very simple. Success is a formula, like math. Math is a formula. Success is a formula. Happiness is a formula. If you follow the formula to happiness, you'll become happy. If you follow the formula to success, you'll become successful. If you follow the formula to save money and to have a lot of money saved, you'll end up saving money. These are all formulas. These are basic things that if you just repetition, you do it over and over and over again, you'll start to see some results. The thing is, though, it's just about the thoughts. As soon as you let a negative thought creep into your mind, that just sets you back an hour, a day, a year, 10 years maybe, on your motherfucking dream. That's why I do not allow myself to think negative thoughts. And when I mean negative thoughts is I mean like, if I'm ever, say I used to have what I called moments of weakness, which were like moments, let's say I'd go 6 months and I'm fucking great. I'm on my high horse, I feel like life is great, I'm untouchable, I'm unstoppable, nothing can stop me. And then maybe I'll hit an obstacle in life that it's extremely hard to get over, and it'll make me feel like, fuck this shit, I give up, I can't do this shit. Like, that's a moment of weakness. But those moments of weakness, usually for me, once every 6 months, and it only lasts for a moment. I call it a moment of weakness because we all have moments where we feel like, fuck, this is hard, I can't do this, I'm getting tired, like, goddamn. My fucking legs hurt. Like, but it's, can you push past those moments? And it's understanding that those moments will come, but understanding that if you trained your mind correctly, just like you train in a fucking gym, then you'd be fine. What the fuck are all these men doing in a goddamn gym for if they don't even have the mental strength to handle reality? We work so hard on our physical being while our minds are getting weak and fragile. Some of the most biggest fucking men out there, some of the weakest minded men out there, because why did they get so big in the first place? Why? Because some girl said you were ugly? Like, this is how weak our society has gotten. Because somebody says something about you, the way you look or the way you think. Maybe you have a dream and people laughed at you. Like me, for example. People laughed at me in high school because I wanted to be a rapper. I don't give a fuck. I still rapped. I still did my thing. I'm still like, doesn't matter. Still do my thing. People laugh now. You're crazy. You lost your mind. You did psychedelics. Yada yada yada. I never care what people think. I'm just too busy living, and growing. I'm growing up. I'm becoming a man. I'm slowly, just being. I think that's the key, right? Is understanding that you are on you. That it's not your mom's fault, your dad's fault, your past, your shitty ass, whatever the fuck, or the way you think today, or the fact that maybe you have no money, you can't pay your bills, the coronavirus, problems, and no, everything is you. There are people that have dirt floors that are happier than people in mansions. We need to realize what's actually going on here. What's actually going on is success has nothing to fucking do with money. Success is all about, are you genuinely enjoying your time on planet Earth? You have like 100 years on this fucking planet, and are you doing what you love to do? Are you getting out your imagination? Like, I love to make music, I love to talk, I love to make videos like this. But like, even doing this is simple, but it's makes me feel alive. I don't fucking know. I feel alive. And that's what I mean. It's able to, it's able to think and just express what you think. And I think more people would feel alive if they express what they think. And it goes back to thoughts create reality, so you have to watch what you think. And if you're expressing what you think, are those thoughts even really what you think? Are they your thoughts? Or was it put in you based on other people's thoughts? Watch who you're around. Watch who you allow yourself to be around. Watch who you allow yourself to listen to. Because all of that matters. This is not your typical thoughts create reality video. This is if you're weak-minded, you can't fucking handle it. You're never going to be successful. It's reality. Strengthen your mind, you might be able to handle it. It's not fun and games. It's not all about the glitz and the glam and this and that. And, reality is a lot more fucked up and harder than that. Things are not whatever. It requires work. People don't want to put the work. You will see it in your life. You put the work in, you'll see that in your life. And see, I guess to end this video, because I'll go on forever, is like, I'm never jealous of a human being, ever. I'm proud of everybody. I want everyone to fucking make it, genuinely, because why the hell would you not? Um, it's things like that are like, because I don't give a fuck what people think about me, like if they're talking shit. I also don't really care too much about how far people are along on their own journey. I'm proud and happy. Like, if they made it on their journey, if they're happy and they're doing their thing, I'm genuinely proud and I'm like, fuck yeah. But I'm not going to think about it in my day to day life because I'm too busy thinking and focusing on my life. And some people be like, oh, that's fucked up. Do you think about, how your friends are doing? I mean, not really. I'm just trying to be. I'm just trying to do and think and express and be the best me that I could possibly be and enjoy life. I'm 26 years old and it's 2020, it's about to be 2021. 2020 has been one of the best years of my fucking life on this planet. And it's so funny because it's been one of the worst years for so many people. But life is about perspective. It's all about your mind.